Hello everyone, it is I, Ryan, also known as the thelovebat, and I'm here with you once again with I'm going to go with another double header series of Blood Bowl videos because, well, as circumstances would have it, my favorite football team, the Kansas City Chiefs, just won a sort of a Thursday night football game in the actual NFL tonight, so the actual football league in real life that everyone knows and loves. My team won a big game on Thursday Night Football for the entire world to see. And so, because of that, I'm just feeling in a football mood today. And I'm feeling like, you know what, a doubleheader is going to be great. I think that we just go ahead and get some of these matches out of our system while we're in the mood to do it. And we go ahead and do it, get a lot of football going, and we kind of have a way of feeling good about the mood for football and our team. And so we're going to be playing the mirror matchup today, which I've been looking forward to, even though our team definitely has a better team value. A lot of that comes from our Skink players getting a lot of team value. And so because of that, we do have much more team value than most other teams that we play. And so some other players out there might go for less Skink and more Sauruses on their team. And so that way the Skink don't inflate the team value quite as much if they all get level ups. But I think in either case it's still good for us because having every of our Skink, or most of them, with sidestep makes positioning in matches so much easier, and then having players on the bench that can come in and play for us can make things a bit easier on us if we can have players to come in and do well. So we do have one last thing to go ahead and worry about, which is deciding what to spend our money on. I didn't want to do that last time. I wanted to think it over just slightly before deciding what to do with it. An extra player could be good because we have one player that's going to miss the next game, and having another reserve player could be good, and we could get another Saurus player as well and have bashing players for defense and then more Skinks in there on offense, and that would certainly be good. We can have up to 6 Saurus players, and so we have 2 more slots left that we can use on Saurus players. And having 2 players of guard means that if we have 5 players up on the front line and 2 of them with guard, then we can have all of them kind of covered up for assists on blocks. So, I think though that maybe the team reroll might be better. I mean, 3 is pretty decent, and we do have built-in dodge rerolls with our Skink, so we don't always have to use rerolls to get good results. But having the extra team rerolls will allow me to go ahead and make blocks more, which I've kind of avoided on some of my turns because I don't want them to go wrong, because like these players do not have block, so both down is a bad result, so you want 2 dice or more on every block. 3 dice being ideal, obviously, because with 4 and 5 strength players you can get that. I mean, I've been going back and forth on it for a while, but I think we're just going to go with the team reroll. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to fire the team reroll. No. We're going to go with the team reroll, and we're going to do that. And we'll go with only 12 players for the next match and still have 1 reserve. But all of our Skink have at least 1 level up, so we have 1 player in reserve that'll be a nice leveled up player for us. On defense, I think we'll have our catch player out of the game because we won't need him for that. Let's see, then you have sure feet, okay. And so we have a couple players with sure feet for running around, and we have 1 player with diving tackle. Diving tackle has not really come into play all that much. If we get him another level up, then maybe we can make use of this a bit more. If we got him +1 strength somehow, then he could get in there more. The tackle skill might combine pretty well with this. It's supposed to help us prevent them from dodging out of tackle zones, I think. I don't think the diving tackles come into play. I could be wrong, but usually players don't try and dodge from Skink, they just try and block them instead. So since dodging from Skink is uncommon, I don't think I'm going to get anyone else with diving tackle or with tackle. And tackle could be useful in offense as a blitzer for a skink, but I think tackle would be much more useful on Sauruses and the Kroxigor, mainly because they're dodging away from them much more often than they're dodging from skink. If they're next to a skink, they're likely blocking them instead of dodging. So in the future, I think I've kind of learned my lesson that diving tackle just, it's not really worthwhile. It doesn't contribute much because they're going to get blocked instead of run away from. I could also fire them as a player because they do inflate the team value a bit, and then try and get another skink leveled up to have sidestep, which would be essentially the same player. But if I'm lucky and I get him leveled up again and I can get tackle or +1 strength, then maybe it might be worth it to combo with diving tackle. Having dodge and sidestep and then tackle and diving tackle could be worth it. To keep him around an important player like the ball carrier, maybe. But we'll worry about that in the future. If I get to a point where the team value is a bit inflated, then I could fire the diving tackle player and just say, you know what, I learned my lesson. We do lose a good player out of it, but, you know, that's the way it goes. Alright, so let's go and start the match now that we've pondered a lot about our opponent. And so I think the strategy is we just try and cage in or cave in on them, cave in with some blocks and our guard players, and then run around them as much as possible with our skink, and then we try and injure their +1 agility player to get him out of the game with KO. We're not going to do anything with petty cash, so we're not going to worry about that. They get quite a few petty cash, and they go for the same combination that the previous matchup did, which is a starred player and a halfling master chef. So they're going to get more rerolls and we're going to get less, but we have a good number of team rerolls now, so we're going to get at minimum 3 per half, I believe. So yeah, the master chef did play somewhat of a role in the last match, but we didn't burn through our rerolls quite as fast. We did get some unlucky blocks, but that was after using a reroll on that turn. Being limited to 1 reroll per turn does make things a bit difficult. But having the built-in rerolls with dodge kind of make it easier to decide if I want to dodge skink out of a situation. So here's the Sea of Red, and then now for the other team, the Stone of the Sun. Similar team colors, except this looks more like orange and brown. Their team colors look like orange and brown, and ours are red and gold. So, let's see how things go first today. So they got a chainsaw player. So I'm sure he's going to try and inflict some injuries. I think we're always better on defense. It does give the chainsaw player a chance to injure us, but defense has worked out pretty well for us comparatively. In a mirror matchup, maybe it's not as good of a choice, but we'll see how this works out. Okay, so I think we want all 5 of our big dudes on the line here. I know that they have the chainsaw player in there, but I think that's going to happen no matter what. I mean, it does not allow our 4 strength players to blitz, but I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we just go ahead and put the guard players on the edges. Have you in the middle. I don't know if they'll try matching up against these guys at all. I don't know, maybe just to protect our players a bit more, maybe we can just go ahead and put these guys in the middle. And then put you guys on the outside. Because Mr. Chainsaw Man over here, he's going to try and injure us, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so he's definitely going to try and injure. It'll be easy to block him on the pushback or when it's our turn, but we definitely don't want to get our main players injured. So they put a chainsaw guy on the outside, then it means that we can at least target him down. Where's their agility player? That's not him. So that's their agility player. And then, because our +1 movement speed guy is out of the game. Let's see, so we're not going to have you in there. He's more valuable in offense. So now that everyone has sidestep, we don't have to worry too much about putting any certain players into certain positions for the most part. So I think this is mostly good. We have sure feet, so maybe we want to put you over here instead, so we can run you around towards the back. And did someone else have sure feet that I'm not remembering? I think it's the catch player, right? Yeah. Alright, so the catch player is the one that I think has sure feet. Okay. I just leveled him up, so I should know that. But yeah, he has sure feet. We use this as the second defensive setup for us. And we shall confirm. I don't know how they're going to set up their players. Okay, so they're going to... They put a skink in the middle. That's kind of weird, actually, but okay. But as I predicted, they did put their chainsaw guy up front to try and get an injury. And we can avoid the chainsaw guy now, so we can put him on an island and force him to do a blitz to be able to do anything. So it has to be a legal defense. I don't want a skink getting an injury roll here. You know what? Putting a guard player in the middle here and just sticking him right there is going to be nice. And then let's go ahead and get you over here. And then I think we can just try and go for one side of the field. Let's get you over here. You're going to be difficult to move. Oh, I can't have more than 2 players over there. Okay, well we can just move him then. Yeah, so we'll just move you over there then. I could keep him tied up, but I just want to force him to use a blitz to get an injury of any kind. And he can get a 2-die blitz, maybe even 3. So because the ball is going over there, I just want to get players set up over here. You know, if they want to cage up over there, that's fine. I just want to protect certain players here. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that side unattended, mostly, and just force them to make a lot of blitzes if they want to get blocks on me. And these 2 guys being over here and him having guard kind of makes it difficult for them to do anything over there. And so they can try and crash down on this side and do that, but they can only blitz once, so... And so they're doing what I usually do, which is getting assists in on their blocks with the skink. Unfortunately, what did they do? Where's their agility player at? Wouldn't they want to pick it up with him? Where is he? Is he somewhere and I just don't see him? So we dodge him out of there, predictably. Is there a agility player on the sideline? Alright, so we're going to sidestep and go this direction. Predictably, he gets knocked down, but that's not too bad. They do get the POW, and are fortunate enough for that. But on the return, I have a 2-die block on him, so... And their star player isn't really accomplishing anything right now, so that's good. So where's our 1 agility player at? Maybe I'm blind and I just haven't been able to notice him yet, but... Is that him right there? That's him, okay. So maybe they're like, it makes more sense to have the agility guy pick up the ball, because then it adds to a passing roll and for dodging, and you can pick it up much easier with 4 agility. So I don't get that. I don't get that. So that's basically a 2-die roll no matter what. I can blitz him. And I can get you on the ball for an assist. I could even blitz. I could just go for the blitz there. Does require going for it to do that, but I could do it. I have a reroll for the thing, but they have sneaky get. Could clear away to over there and then blitz, but can I get... Oh, no, I have to move him out of the way to do that. Or I have to move him and then have Skink go that direction. Yeah, that would be kind of difficult. You know, let's just take a safe block for now before going for it and try and get some blocks in here first. Push is fine. Let's just get him off. And let's stay here. Just keep space occupied. Let's get you over here to prevent them from switching sides easily. Ideally I could have knocked him down, but you know, it wasn't meant to be. Pushing with him first might have been better, so that way then he could go up and get an assist, but I think we'll keep you down for now. Yeah, I have to move him first to be able to get a Skink in there. But the Skink could also blitz. Do you have sure feet? You do have sure feet, so you going for it's much safer. And I can still get a 2-dice blitz. I could get a 3-die with him, but I think having the sure feet built-in reroll probably works better. And then before we do any of that, we're going to move some guys through. We just want to get in here and try and be as much of a nuisance as we can. And prevent them from being able to cage the ball effectively. Let's also go ahead and get you through here. And cover up this Skink. Okay, and then we can move the sure feet Skink up here and get a 2-die blitz with the going for it, but the going for it has the built-in reroll from sure feet. And going for it works. I don't know if we want to take that. We want to reroll that. I think both downs is actually better. We want to get him rid of the ball. So let's do this one. Also has a risk of injury for them. Also for us, but we just want to get the ball out of his hands. We did all the movement beforehand, before doing the block. So we do have things covered up here fairly well. They could dodge out a Skink to try and get the ball. But just creating the tackle zones makes it impossible for their lizard guys to get over there very well. We have this side covered so they couldn't reverse field if we failed with that block. But the pickup attempt was very difficult for them, and they still went for it and they got it, but we can always knock the ball out of him next turn. Over here allows you to dodge away. I think over here is better. He's surrounded, but if I pick him up, he's going to dodge out and he gets KO'd anyway, so it's not bad. Better to have a KO than something worse than that, honestly. So by getting my players just around the ball, preventing the lizard guys from getting in there, they probably could dodge him out. Oh, and they failed with the dodging, so I guess they get a taste of their own medicine, or at least the AI players get a taste of their own medicine, and have failed dodges like I had for the majority of last game, where most of my dodges just decided they didn't want to work. So, but we do have a 2-die block on him. And we can free up our guard player to get in there. I think we'll pick you up, and then we just want to get you in the action somewhere. I think over here works better. I could just keep you as a scoring threat too, also. And get you over here so that way they can't make a block easily on him. And I don't think you can score. Let's see. You're the one with diving tackle. You do have sure feet though, so the built-in reroll could allow them to pick it up and then go 2 spaces for the touchdown. So let's, before we do that, let's go ahead and get players over here on the ball. Oh, I should have blitzed with him probably. I don't know, it would have been risky because it's going for it, but it would have allowed me to have 2 potential blocks on him instead of 1. And I think getting you on him can be nice to prevent some dodging. Or at least force them to dodge if they want to try and make use of that. You're not knocked down on the ground though. One going for it without a reroll, or 2 going for it with a built-in reroll. I think the built-in reroll makes it safer to do, honestly. So let's just go with the safe 3-die block, and then we can try blitzing with a Skink if this doesn't work. Alright, it does not work. So we move him there. We will follow. And then I think we can just blitz with him and get a 2-die block here, and then hopefully we can take him down, and then maybe pick up the ball. I think we'll do the reroll now. Just a push. I think we want him over there. He's not next to the lizard guys, but it forces him to at least dodge. We're going to stay on, and then let's go ahead and get you over on this side. We just want to make it as difficult as possible for them to dodge out. Okay, so now it's time for a block down here. I think we just want to make a block with you on him. Okay, that does not work. So now that's only a 1-die block, which sucks. I think we just want to get off of their... Or we can make an assist right here. Let's do this. We dodge him out of the chainsaw guy. We don't allow him to get hurt. Then we get an assist right here. So now we can do the 2-die block. And we get it. Very nice. And let's follow that up. And now we just want to dodge some of our Skink around here and make things living hell for the Skink here. Get them out of the blocking pattern zones, whatever, and then... Alright, then we'll dodge him out there. Yep, I think that's good. We want to force him to try and go left, where we have guys that are stonewalling them at the moment. Dodging out here, they have to make, I think, 3 dodges to fully get out to the left, and then to get out to the right would also be difficult. So we have them kind of boxed in here, so next turn is not looking good for them. That's why having the 4 agility player with the ball would be much better, because then dodging out is so much easier with that. So much easier. I honestly wish that I got the 4 dodge player and then they got the +1 movement player. That probably would have worked out pretty well for us, but I'm not going to complain. We have a very good team, so I'm not complaining. It's just, they have such a good player and they're not making good use of him. Like, they have +1 agility. Use him, you know? Yeah, it's like their +1 agility guy is just stuck over here, not really doing anything. Like, you gotta throw him the ball, you have to have him pick up the ball. He's doing a blitz instead. I mean, it does work, but dang. Alright, so we'll prevent him from going that direction, basically. So we could move him out of the way to get a lane going for him to move, but the AI probably won't do that. Yeah, as I thought. For some reason, the AI does not decide to move players after blitzing, which is kind of a bummer, because they want the game to be a fair challenge. So, let's get you over here. Alright, so a KO. I'm not going to apothecary that. Sucks that we lose him to a KO. He's a pretty good player, so we lose a sure feet player, which is a bummer for sure. But we have an opportunity here, I think. We can make a block. Well, maybe not. Well, that depends, I guess. If we make a block here and then a block there, we can free up a Skink for an assist on our star player. We could just blitz him too. But do we have a guard player up here? No, we don't have him. He's stuck over there. So we could do a 2-die blitz of him and see if we can pick up the ball. We could also free up him. Free up the Skink down there, just kind of stuck. But the problem is we can't get around Chainsaw Guy here very effectively. We don't want to go for it. You know what, maybe just doing this. Oh, that's going for it too, so... I mean, I think it's a 2-die blitz on Chainsaw Guy anyway. What? How's that? Oh, it's Skink there. Damn it. I really want to be able to blitz the ball carrier, but I may not be able to. You know what? Let's just maybe try and make some blocks down here. I don't know. Can we at least get you... No, we can't get you there. Okay, well... Let's move you there then. That's better than nothing. Let's make some blocks down here to see if we can free up our Skink. Okay, so we at least get a POW there. Get him knocked down on the ground. Let's follow it up. Maybe we can surf him later. And then we can get a 3-die block on him, which is pretty safe with a reroll. He has dodge, so that's unfortunate, but we get him off of our guy. And we're definitely going to follow it up so we can block him. And now he's free. He does not have sure feet, but he does have built-in dodge. So now I can make a 2-die block over here if I can dodge into place. I could have gone here and done that too, but having him next to the ball carrier also benefits my blitz. Yep, I should have done that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Now he has to go for it. Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. Let's just do this. I made a mistake. A very big one now. Okay, so we do this. We're at least able to get our 4-strength player in for a blitz. So that's the silver lining to all this. It's going to be a 2-die blitz with no reroll. And we don't get them down. But we do keep pushing them back. So we just want them to have to work really hard to get out of there. Okay, and then we're going to dodge you around. It's only one dodge. Let's get you next to him. And we're not going to risk you doing anything, so that'll be the end of our turn. We did make a mistake there. We should have had him in a position where he provides an assist without an adjacent player being next to him preventing the assist. So that was a mistake on my part to try and deal with them. But it's somewhat worked out. We have the ball surrounded. Chainsaw player can possibly injure somebody, but I really wanted to be able to block both Chainsaw guy and their ball carrier, but alright, so that's not good for them because I have dodge and sidestep, so we're next to the ball still. They can't go this way because they have a player down. So they're just going backwards here, and it's on their offense, and so they're not really being able to utilize people. No long-term effects. I'm going to have to live with that. I do get a 2-die block on their chainsaw guy on the backswing, though, so I don't know why they're moving them towards the ball, but it's okay. All the better for me. And both down. And push. So I can sidestep over here and then have an assist on him. And so they dodge him out to prevent the assist of the ball carrier. They're doing the same as me. They're going to dodge out of trouble. So because they have more Sauruses on their team, it does make things a bit difficult to try and block them. But I'm tying up 4 of their players with only 2 of mine. So it's definitely worth it. We just have some KOs and then the injury that happened because of the chainsaw. So if we can score quickly here and get the chainsaw guy off the field, that's going to be best. So I think what I want to do is I want to be able to move this guy around. And I can pick him up, dodge him out, move him here, and prevent the assist. I think using him would be better. I don't know if I want to block Chainsaw Guy yet. I mean, I can possibly get a 3-die block on him, but you know what? I think we want to save our reroll. Well, we don't have a reroll. Oh, this makes it kind of difficult to decide what to do here. I think taking care of Chainsaw Guy is probably more important. We want to at least push him away. So we might want to do that first. Okay, so pushing him's fine. He has stand firm. Well, damn it. I needed to knock him down. Well, that's unfortunate, because now we're going to have to deal with yet another injury, in all likelihood. Let's just try and get players up on them. We have the dodge reroll to help us, so let's do that. And then I think I want to free up a player to run around. Can I get around? That's that's only 1 dodge if we knock him down first. I'm just trying to see, is it possible to get around here and get an assist? It is. Okay. So I'll go ahead and block here. Push might be enough. Okay, that's a push, because he has dodge. Let's not follow up the block. Now it might be more advantageous just to dodge through here. Because we're only making 2 dodges with this. He has sidestep, so it's not much of an issue to be towards the sidelines. Okay. Now we'll try this dodge. Come on, please. No. No. Come on, you guys. It's like last game. Like, I really wanted to be able to score there, potentially, so I could get Chainsaw off the field. I don't want him injuring my big dudes. That is really, really bad. I could have blitzed from here as well, but that would have been only a 1 dice blitz. I wanted to dodge out to here and then get a block or a blitz on him, something, so let's just move right there, clog this thing up. And it's a KO, so it's irrelevant, but okay. So a lot of our guys are going down, but the good news is that they are not in any position to score. I mean, they have enough movement speed, they certainly could at some point, but it's going to be difficult for them. Let's just prevent them from going down this side. Now it's probably time for Chainsaw Man. And he's only KO'd, that's acceptable. Would prefer a stun, but at least I don't have to worry about him getting chainsawed again. So now their ball is pretty much... we have nothing we can do to cover up the ball carrier now. Both down is good. Okay, well, the forced to use a reroll. Another KO. We are really down on players, so the not buying an extra player could come back to bite us. Yeah, because we got an extra reroll instead of the extra player, and now that could bite us here. I don't know why they did not move their Lizardmen there. Yeah, these 2 Lizardmen that did not have anyone on them, and they chose not to move them. Okay, so let's just stand you up then. So I can still potentially get a 2-die blitz on them and maybe score. I don't know. Requires a bit of dodging on my end, but yeah, the chainsaw player is good for fouling. I don't know if they're going to blitz with the chainsaw guy. Let's just get you up. That's all I need right now, is just getting people up. So before doing anything, we just need to dodge out of here. Alright, let's see if we can get this one. Alright, that's good. And we can get an assist right there for a blitz, which is good. The question is now, where do we want to blitz from? I'm going to have to dodge to make it through. Yeah, I think everywhere I go it's going to be at least 2 dodging attempts. So we go there. Then we go there. So that's only 2 dodges that are needed. I can still potentially score. This is probably going to have to do. If we don't get this, oh well. There goes the dodge already for the reroll. Alright, we were able to get through there. That's the important part. And we knock him down. That's also great. Over there is going to be much better. I think staying is good, because then we don't have to worry about dodging to try and pick up the ball. And an injury? Okay, oh, that's good. That's certainly a start to try and even the player count out a little bit. Now, where did the ball land? Oh, god damn it. Right next to their guy. If it had landed anywhere else, there, anywhere else would have been nice, but there is really bad. It's going to be difficult to pick it up, difficult to score. I don't even care about dodging here. We just want a chance to score. Let's do this. Okay, I don't mind dodging out. Let's Let's do it. No! He missed the going for it! No! You were so close! You were so close! You were the chosen one! I mean, that's where Sure Feet would have come in handy if I had a Sure Feet player in there. I have so many people KO'd right now, it's just hilarious. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be able to score now, but, like, that's just really bad. We were so close. We made the dodge roll, which was more difficult, and then we just got a 1. If we had more team rerolls, then obviously we might have had something to work with there, but now therefore agility player has it, so it's going to be rough. And we're doing a bit of blocking down here. It's not really worth talking about. Nothing to write home about, so. And over here, they get a both down and a both down, so at least they get a turnover. But we get KO'd. Just insult to injury. We are going to need to get players going after this next kickoff. They're just trying to take out all of our players at this point. We went aggressive for the ball. It didn't quite work out for us, unfortunately. Worked out against many other teams, but here it did not. We really need to get you out of there. That is no place to be. Yeah, I think we just have to try and dodge him out, get an assist. We're relying on the built-in dodge rerolls to do this. And we really can't have him next to those guys. We have to get the ball carrier down right now. Okay. Whew. And then we really need to dodge you over here to blitz the ball carrier. I have to declare the blitz now, so I have to do it. But that's so bad having to get him next to the Lizardman. But they could fumble the pickup, or the getting the ball thing going, so this is really the only reasonable chance that I have. So let's just do it. Let's dodge. No! More dodging failures. Oh my gosh. And another KO. Like, why not? You know, let's just pile it on. Let's just get all of our players in the KO box here. Like, they're not important. Why would we need them? You know, like their dodge rolls are working so well, and ours are just going to shit. Like, that's just bad luck. And they have a 4 agility player with the ball, so he's probably going to dodge out like a machine, a dodging machine here. He has to literally roll 2 natural ones to not dodge out. So my player's just getting sort of surrounded and gang tackled here. So he's going down like a sack of potatoes. I guess if I want him to go any direction, I want him to go left, because I actually have some players over there. So if he's forced to go this direction, then maybe I can somehow get out of there. The important thing is the important thing is that he would not be able to score. Oh, finally some bad luck for them. He goes for it twice for reasons unknown. I don't think he would have even been able to score anyway if he'd made those. Like, he would have needed a scoring threat down there for that to have been worthwhile. Can we score? We only have 1 skink left. We only have 1 skink left on the field. All we can do is make a 2-die block with the big man here. I mean, we could try and just surf this guy out and try and get an injury. That's also a thing we could do. The problem is that he's just going to get surrounded, and then he's going to get blocked, and that's going to be not good. Like, yeah, technically we can score. We have 1 more turn after this one, but it's just not worth it. So let's just go for the 1-die surfing attempt here. There's 3 dice that can help us do that, so we'll do it. Okay, pushing's good. And we'll just stay here, provide an assist. And we got a KO out of it, so, I mean, that worked out pretty good. We need to try and even the player count out once we get the next kickoff going. Okay. We'll skip through that. And a 2-die block over here is pretty good. Maybe we can get another injury. Alright, that works out well. And let's follow that up. Maybe we can get a block next turn if they stand him up. I don't even know if I want to pick him up. They can foul him. They certainly can do that, but getting one of their players thrown off the pitch or off the field here could be good. Because I'm pretty sure they'll just blitz him if I get him up. And I can't even get him the ball this turn. Like, it would be such a long shot of rolls to try and score. So I think we're just going to have to leave him on the ground. Yep, and I'm sure they're going to go for the foul attempt here. Thankfully, he's not the most valuable player that I have on my team. So if they want to foul him, then they could get a player thrown off the field here. You know, so predictably, they get the ball. They could try and complete a pass and farm star player points, but they're not smart enough to do that, unfortunately, for them. Because, I mean, this doesn't really amount to anything unless they want to try and farm star player points. There's not really much they can do here. So I could get a series of 2-die blocks over there and then maybe do like a 1-die blitz with him down here, but dodging does risk injury here, so... And what would a blitz look like here? 3 against me? Yeah, that would be way bad. I could dodge out once and then blitz from there against him. That would be a 1-die block. Let's go with the 2-die blocks first and see how successful we are with this. If we get him on the ground and get an assist, that'll be good. Okay, so we do knock him down. We have had some bad luck, but maybe fortune will favor us in the second half, and we'll get things rolling once we have the ball in our hands more. Okay, that's just a push. Totally fine. It's just a neutral type roll. We're not really banking on anything here. And then for the hell of it, let's go for a 1-die blitz and see if this can work out. Come on, at least dodge out of there. Oh man. Jesus criminy, it's like so many bad dodge rolls in this game. I mean, you live by the dodge, you die by the dodge. That's just kind of how it works in Blood Bowl. But we have been really unfortunate with our dodge rolls to set things up for us that usually worked in our previous games. So, and that'll be the end of the half. So we did prevent them from scoring at least. I pressed the button, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So we came out even. We played defense. We were not able to score, even though I felt like we really had a few chances to do that, and then players just started falling like flies one by one, and we weren't able to do that. 4 out of 8 players coming up is decent, not great. They're still going to have a player advantage on us, even with our substitute coming in. Okay, that's fine, I guess. They lose their star player here, so they don't have him to injure my guys now, at least. So they have... We have 1 injured, 3 KO'd, and they have 2 KO'd. Alright, so player disadvantage here, so we have to figure out how we want to set up a formation. Oh, okay, yeah, so we have 1 source that our guard player's KO'd. That's really bad, but we at least have 1 guard player still. so that's okay. I think getting at least one block on the Skink is going to be quite good. And then we can follow up a block and then get a block on him with an assist. And then what do we do with you? You have the diving tackle. I think if we're going to choose a side of the field to go to, it's going to be to this side. We're going to go away from their players here. And is their agility player KO'd? He's still KO'd. Okay. That's actually quite wonderful. So at least some luck is on our side. They're not going to have him dodging through with impunity. Let's get you over there just for a tackle zone. So we do have our catch player who can put over here. And then, is anyone here close to leveling up? We'll just go ahead and put you up on the line here to get around for an assist maybe on him. And then who's closest to leveling up here? You are, so we'll get you down here to set up for a passing attempt and have our catching Skink catch it. And we'll do you with the tackle zone. Well, actually, you're less valuable to us, so we'll put you over there. Trying to figure out how to do this a little bit. So we have these guys slightly on the right. We can block down with them. Maybe just freeing up one of our Lizardmen here is actually better. Let's do that. And we'll block down. And we'll still have one tackle zone over here to prevent him from running in. So because we're down players, we have to kind of go with an unusual formation here if we want to try and get anything set up, so we'll just have to do that. And we get an extra team reroll, which is quite handy. Decent plots. We have a decent spot to pick it up too, which is good for our formation. So we can go ahead and blitz him. And we can also get a 2-die block on the Skink pretty easily. Let's go ahead and get a 2-die block on him and then see if we want to set things up after that a little bit. We could also free up the big guy, but I think taking out the Skink that can try and dodge around is a bit more dangerous to us. Double skulls already. Right, so we do at least get him down, but we use the reroll that we really wanted for the pickup instead. We're not going to follow up on that. Like now it's kind of tricky because picking the ball up is going to be a bit of an ordeal for us. So I think we want to set up some kind of wall over here and get some assists going. And then I think we want to have you right there. Could go right there as well, but that does put us into more of a position to get blitzed by one of the Sauruses. And then we're going to go ahead and blitz in with you. Still only a 2-die, but I think that'll have to do. We have some players that are still around the ball here, so not right there. Well, actually right there could be okay, actually. You know what? Well, no, actually, no, we don't want to do that. We want to push him this direction if we just get a push. And having him right there is also good. Alright, so we get a POW. Let's get him, I think, right there, freeing up the Skink, I think is better. And then let's, now that we've done that, let's get you into over here. Our Skink can certainly dodge around us, but you know, there's not a whole lot we can do there. Let's get you as some protection for the tackle zones. Maybe right there might be better. move you down just a bit more so they kind of have to roundabout it if they want to do anything of note. And then we'll get our catching player over here. So if we fail to pick up, it's obviously very bad for us, but we'll at least have our team reroll at the start of our next turn to do this if we fail. Come on. The dice are not on our side in this match. But they only have one block that they can really make, and then they have one blitz. And this isn't a very good block because of guard. So again, they're going to try to run around this and flank us, I assume. But the key here is that if I can at least pick up the ball, get over here, and then throw a pass, or maybe even trying to stump it off to him, then that makes things much easier on us. And then we can maybe open up a lane to kind of go in this direction. So that's going to be a 3-die blitz. And they don't get it. Oh, he has block. Okay, so that did work out for them then. Having someone with block makes them a much better blitzer for the Lizardman team. So one of our next level ups, I'm probably going to get block on one of my Sauruses, since 2 players of guard is definitely enough to make use of that by itself. You are not in a very good place. That could almost be a 4-die block if they had one more assist, I think. But there is a lane over here that we have to run through. That's the important part. But do we want to get one player down there as a safety net? So that depends. If we can block him out of there, then we can possibly free up someone to go down here and provide some insurance. But I really want the reroll for the pickup attempt, so it's a risk either way. But we really need to pick it up, otherwise they're going to swarm it, and then we're going to have them score on us. I think I'm going to need to block at least one guy out of here. If he gets boneheaded, then no big loss, at least. Okay? Pushing would be acceptable, just to push him out. And we'll stay here, because it kind of makes a bit of a wall for us. I could also blitz him, but we need some beef down here as insurance to make sure they can't just run on down there and get it. So I want to move him down there first. And then if I move him down here, I'll be able to get him at least to there, I think. We'll see. So we'll see what happens here. Let's just save our reroll for this. Alright, thank God for that. So he does not have sure feet, but I have a reroll for the going for it if I need it. Would that be like a quick pass? Yeah, it's still a quick pass. We don't need to get right next to him, so let's do this first. We have the reroll for the pass. We'll use it. I think he rolled a natural 1. Yeah. Okay, so the ball's at least not in a terrible spot. But we really needed to complete that. Because the main reason I wanted to complete a pass to him, I could have gone for it instead and just dumped it off to him. But I really wanted him to get the ball so he could run out here and make it really difficult for them to get to the ball. But they failed to pick up. And they failed it again. Okay, well, that's very good for us. We easily have a 2-die blitz. Maybe this is a 3-die blitz. Let me see. Just a 2-die, but we can get an assist to make it a 3-die. Let's get you in for the assist. Get you on the ball. Thank you. I could have also blitzed with him, but if I had Bonehead come up, then that would have been really bad. So if we blitz him, then we get him off the ball. And we have 2 guys on the ball. Or make that 3, actually. 3 die with a reroll if we need it. Alright, so this works out pretty well. Pulling him away from the ball. We'll just stay put. We could also move him over here to block the skink, but I think mostly we want him over here. And then I think we can just have the catch player just try and pick it up here. I mean, we could also blitz with him. Oh no, we just use our blitz. Never mind, I'm an idiot. So... like, I don't know. It would be less movement for him to go this direction to get it. It does require a dodge roll, however. You know what, I'm just going to take the safer option here. We have 3 players around us. We do get it. And I think... I mean, we could just stay here. That is certainly an option. But we also have sure feet, so... or not sure feet. Oh, yeah, we do have sure feet, sorry. I was looking at the wrong skill here. So we have sure feet on our catcher here, so we could try and go for it to get around and further away from them. The Lizardmen are not going to be able to dodge out very well, so that's actually a good idea. Yep, so let's just get over here. Let's go for it once. If we have to reroll, then we can do it again. Alright, want to see me do it again? Okay. And now's the spot where we have to dodge out some of our other skink and get them over there. So that way we can make a bit of a wall here for him. Prevent them from just walking on in and getting to him. And I think we'll actually get an assist for this block over here. And so before doing anything else, we'll block with him to see if we can at least get him on the ground. I think a push is acceptable here. He's not going to dodge away. It does make the dodging zones a bit more difficult, however, for him. I should have dodged him out first. That was yet another mistake in a long line of mistakes, but... what can I do to go over this way? Not much. You know what, let's just get through here. There's a lot of dodging, but he's going to get knocked down if he doesn't try and dodge out of there. Because he's going to get his ass handed to him if he just stands there. So at least if you dodge, you give yourself a chance to get out of there. And if you get knocked down, so be it. But then at least you prevent him from getting like a big 3-die block on him. So at the very least, I'm forcing them to make moves here. And they are going to get a blitz on my skink. They have the movement speed for that, I think. I think they have to go for it with him to get a blitz, I think. Yeah, because they have to run around this direction. They can't get next to the skink, so I think they have to go for it to blitz that way. Which could come back to bite them, I don't know. Alright, they're both down, and it just comes out even on that one. Okay. The key here is that they did not knock down my ball carrier, and he can dodge out as he pleases almost. So the key is, can we get you around for an assist? Not that direction, sadly. Or at least not very easily. We'd have to make some dodging rolls to do that. You, however, I think you could probably do it. Yeah, we can get you right there to assist on a blitzing type attempt. Before we do anything else, though, I think we want to get you over there. Would be good. Want to get our guys in there. Get in there! Come on, get in there! And if we move you over here, then you can prevent him from doing a whole lot. So let's do that. So if we can blitz him with a 2-die blitz, then we have 1 dodge to a score. We're 1 dodge away from scoring. And then we have a going for it with a built-in reroll. So a dodge and a going for it with a built-in reroll is a decent chance, actually, of success. How about you? What can you do? Can you get over here? I mean, you can tie up the skink. No, I think I want to do you first. That is a dodge. I could also go ahead and blitz here, but there's too many assists to reliably make that happen, so I can't really afford to do that. Can I dodge here, get out, and then blitz? I can. Alright, so that's only 2 dodges. I can take this. Oh, damn it! I had to declare the blitz first! Oh, I am an idiot. Okay, so let's see if we can do this then. Come on, at least dodge. Okay. Okay, and then... Can I at least blitz with the ball carrier effectively? I can. Okay, so let's move you over here to at least get around the ball if things don't go so well. It is risky because I'm leaving a lot of space over here, but let's go ahead and blitz. No, I don't want to pass. Let's blitz. We need to get him out. And we kind of do. Only kind of. We definitely want to follow here. We do have to still dodge to get out. Alright, let's go for it. No! Oh, let's re-roll it. Come on. You can do it. No! I don't know why it gave me the option to re-roll there, but hey, I was going to take it if I could. And since we're in a tournament, mode here, there's no draws. It's going to be overtime, which would not help because we have KO'd players, and we have a stunned player now. But at least it's going to be difficult for their Lizardmen to dodge. Like, these guys are tied up and can't get to the ball. If they pick it up, then we have a 2-die blitz on them somewhere, I'm assuming. And they at least fail to pick up here, so... And another... Oh, they picked it up. Okay. 2-die block with a non... Okay, so they have block. Damn it. Okay. I'm hoping that they have some unsuccessful blocks here because I know they're going to dodge around quite a bit. Only a push, and we have sidestep, so this gives us an opportunity here to get out of there. Their dodges are working and ours aren't, so that's the name of the game here. So we do have a couple of players in there, but we only have one that can really get in there the way that I want. If I'm blitzing with anyone, it would probably be him. The unfortunate part is that it's probably only a 1-die blitz if we want to do anything there. Let's pick you up. They only have a 2-die block here, so just forcing them to deal with him is enough. I could move him here, get an assist on the Skink, and make a couple blocks before trying to do anything. 1 assist would be enough for a 2-die block on the Skink here. I think I want to save my blitz for now. If I block him away, oh, I can't do that because that's an assist. Can do it here. Let's do this. And we do get the POW at least. Let's get him out of there. Follow up. I could have also stayed him there so that way I could dodge through here a little bit, but I'm going to have to make a lot of dodges anyway to get him out of this situation. I could do it 1 dodge at a time to see how I do with my dodges. So I think I'll do that. If I have my dodge rerolls, I will push the envelope. Alright, now it's working. It's flowing. And let's try going here. Alright, now we have a 2-die blitz on him. We have to declare it now to do it. And we only have 1 other block over there that's not too relevant, so we'll do this. We have 1 reroll left. They have dodge. I gotta go for it. Yes. Okay. And if it's a... if he drops it, we want it to be over there. Where does the ball land? Alright, that's good. We don't have any rerolls left, so we have to go for it. We have to do it now. I think if we're going to do it, we have to do it now. No! No! Because if I didn't do that, then they're just going to get around the ball on the next turn, and things are going to go haywire. Come on. Oh. Like, yeah, overtime's fun and all, but I'd really rather not do that. I'd rather no overtime. And of course he picks it up. And of course they get a POW. I mean, there's still not a great chance of them scoring here, but... that's the injury, no long-term effects. I have to keep my Apothecary up here. I mean, I'd love to get him back on the field, but we have 4 KO'd players that can come back for overtime. So I've learned that a mirror matchup is better maybe to try and cage your players a bit more. Oh, they get the reroll there and it works. Alright, so we do at least sidestep him out of here. But he gets KO'd. Okay, well. It is still possible for them to score here and get the win, but... my goodness, this has been just disaster after disaster, this game. Can't pick him up because I want to dodge him, if anything. Well, let's just take the 2-die block here and take what we can get. You don't want to see the look on my face right now. You don't. No one does. This is the face of a man that has the look of defeat in his face. We just have no players left here to do anything. We could have dodged him out for a 1-die blitz, but you know, it's really tough. Now they're going to cage him, and yeah, now it's almost impossible for us to get to the ball. I was one going for it away from winning this game, and we didn't do it. Well, this opens up things a little bit because they're choosing to surround him instead of cage the ball. And he gets moved right over here, which is good. Only one dodge that we need to make to get him in for maybe a 1-die blitz. Yeah, we'll use dodge here. And continue to sidestep our way around. So what I can do is I can dodge him out with 1 dodge of a reroll and get him around to prevent an assist. Then I can dodge my guy out here to blitz them. What are they doing down here? I guess they're pushing my guy. So sadly I can't get him in here for an additional assist. It's just not possible. So I think the best thing is just get him here and prevent them from just running on down and trying to score by going for it and all that nonsense. Did I make things harder for me to move around? Okay, so you don't even have enough movement speed to get over there. So let's just stand you up first. How far can you go? The game needs to tell me how far you can go. Well, if I'm going to dodge, I'd have to do it this way. So if I do it this way, then I can get in for the assist, but it's 3 dodges. Let's just do 1 dodge at a time. See if we can keep our reroll. Okay, I might not push the envelope now. Is it worth it, though, to get a 1-die blitz by dodging him out? I think it is. Okay, we got it. Now the question is, I think we just put him right... Well, actually, let's put him right here, right in front of him. And then we have the built-in dodge reroll right here. We only have to dodge once, I think, to get the blitz. I think the question is, do we have enough movement to knock him down, pick up the ball, and then score? It might depend on where the ball lands, but this is better than nothing. Push. I guess if we're going to push him anywhere, let's just push him over there, I guess. So that way we don't give him a free square of running. I guess staying here is probably better so he's not surrounded. And then we're going to just dodge out of here so they don't get a free block, and then I can maybe move him down here. I can maybe move him down there to try and cut them off from getting a touchdown. And you can just, 1-die block, why not? At this point, there's nothing to lose, except getting knocked down. Thankfully, no injury. I was just hoping that maybe I can knock him down and get a KO or just something in my favor there, because it's not too relevant what he's able to do here. We're still pretty much screwed. We're basically just trying to force overtime here. If they go for it, I don't know if they can score or not. Okay, so that's good for us. Alright, maybe not. But he is standing right there, so it does make it harder for them to just have to run around him. Yeah, so they're going to try and... I mean, if they go for it, that might be their only chance to score here. That's what I would do if I were them. Like, if you were a passing team, then obviously you might only have to move there and then have a scoring threat down here, but they don't have that. And they stupidly go for it with the wrong player. They should have done that with the ball carrier instead, if they wanted to try and score. So this is a point where they cannot score. And I guess even if they had gone for it last turn, they still wouldn't have enough movement speed to score here. They'd be 1 or 2 squares away, I think. They'd be 1 square away, I think, from scoring. So I guess they technically couldn't have scored there. Can you do anything? We can get a 2-die blitz, and that's basically it. So who's the most valuable skink that they have? Their skink aren't too valuable. Their star player injuring 2 of our guys right off the bat, I think, was kind of what did it in this game, and what kind of caused things to go haywire. I don't know, could I get a 3-die blitz somewhere? Maybe? I don't want to... No, it's probably not worth it. Let's just go with the 2-die here. And see if we can get an injury. Okay, we do knock him down. We have a chance. And I guess we'll stay. No injury, unfortunately. They can't score, so I'm just going to try and prevent them from being able to blitz us with a bunch of guys. So they have only 1 turn left, no scoring threat. They can't do anything here. Let's put you next to him to give him a bit of support. And then we'll dodge you out of here. Oh, we just want to make sure that you don't get blocked. And I suppose we'll move you out of here so you don't get fouled. Well, on the other hand, getting them up means that they're prone to a blitz and getting surrounded, so we'll leave them down. We won't bother picking them up. Like, they're surrounded, they can't get out of there at all. And so they're just gonna run around and do nothing for a minute or 2, and then we'll go to overtime. At least the player would admit, oh, well, we can't score here, so we might pass the ball to get a star player point. Or we might just make some blocks to try and farm for star player points or blitz of some kind and then throw a pass or something like that. It would go by much quicker, probably, if it was just playing against the player. So yeah, they'll get a 3-die blitz, I believe. But it doesn't work out for them, because we have dodge. I mean, if I were them, I probably would have just taken both down there to try and injure my skink. That would have been a reasonable move, since they can't do anything else. My skink is more likely to get injured than their Saurus player is. And it's overtime! We are working overtime this episode. Unfortunately, we don't get any... Oh, we got 4 of our players back. That's great. Okay, so that does give us a chance here. They get 1 player back. Okay, but the key there is that we got enough players back to where we can competitively... We can match up with them a little bit now. We have our Sauruses back. And they're probably going to take the ball here. Okay. Sadly, my big man is injured. But we do have a guard player back here. So we have to decide what we're going to do here. We have to get our guard player in here. They don't have their star player to murder us anymore, but we need you in here. So being on defense with a player disadvantage is obviously bad. Who's in the box? Alright, so at least they don't have their agility player for this possession. So that is good. That was very good for us. So we don't get to have any of the big Lizardmen out here. We're in defense. I don't know why we're in an offensive formation here, but let's put you in front there. Put you right there. I guess putting you over here, you're prone to a blitz, of course, but there's nothing we can do about that. Being in defense when you're down some of your bash players are a bit difficult to deal with here. Let's put you up front. Both of you have sidesteps, so not too different of a play here. Then we'll put you over there. So if we're going to score, we probably have to score with our catching threats here. Maybe we can throw him a pass of some kind. And I think this is, well, their Saurus could get a free block on them if they're up on the line, so we don't want to have them up front like we normally would. We just want to prevent them from getting free blitzes in here. And I'm going to go ahead and... Does this pause the game? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording here. I just have to go ahead and use the restroom here a little bit. And use the facilities, and I'll be right back. Okay then. So, I'm finally able to go ahead and get back into the game now, and so things should be doing okay. I just needed to use the facilities there real quick. Mainly just so that way I could go ahead and, well, let's just say that because the game went to overtime, I didn't think that the game would go on quite as long as it has. I thought it would go by quicker, so I just had to use the facilities there real quick. But I am back. And I'm just going to double check that I am back by checking OBS Studio. Alright, so I am recording here, I believe. Yep, alright, so I am recording here. Alright, so I guess the game has been going on not terribly long, but I needed to just take a little bit of a break there for that. So, alright, so we have the game recording now, and so I think this is going to be our setup. We're covering tackle zones there. We have our guard player in the middle to assist and make it hard to block. And basically we just need to try and steal the ball from them and steal a score, essentially. And they do not have their agility player to help them picking the ball up or to do any of those duties, so I think I'd rather kick it over here where there's fewer players. If I get a Skink with a kick skill, that might be worth it to position the ball better. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Well, that's going to be a problem, actually. I really don't want to have to engage with a 4-strength player here, but I might have to. So what can you do? We can move people into position here. We can do some dodging action. Let's move you over there first. You have catch. You do not have sidestep, so being on the sideline is dangerous, but you have diving tackle, so well, since you have catch, it's actually a good idea to have him right where the kickoff is, and then he can catch it much easier than everybody else could. So that's certainly a consideration here. So I'm going to do this first before doing anything else. If he can catch the ball, then that's going to be very good for us. If he had nerves of steel, that could also be very good on a catcher to ignore tackle zones for catching the ball. Now what do we do with you? Well, we can get you in for an assist. I think taking care of him is going to be more important, and if we get 3 assists, I think we can get a 2-die block on him. Not certain, I've never done it before, obviously, but blitzing him is definitely the priority. I think we move him up there. I think we'll blitz with you. Can we get a 2-die blitz here? It's just 1 die, but 1 more assist, and I think we got it. So we can make 1 dodge with the reroll to get the extra assist, and we can take care of him. Let's hope we do it. There we go. That's the ticket. Now we are going to blitz with a 2-dice block here. Push is good enough to help with the catch attempt here. And we are going to follow it up. That will have to do, but if we can catch the ball here... He fumbled the catch! Okay. Touchback? Oh, come on! Come on, game. Oh, just fuck off. Really? Come on. Like, what did I need to roll to catch that? Like, I only have 1 guy next to me. He has diving catch. Like, how did I not... Okay. Fine. I thought that would be good, but apparently not. He will score next turn if we don't get down there. How far can you move? You can get over there. I don't know if I have anyone with sure feet that can get over there. No. I just want to know how far he can move, damn it. How far can he move? He can barely get over for an assist. See, had I just caught that, then, yeah, that would be so much... Like, that is just unacceptable, game. Like, now what do I do? Well, let's just stand you up, why not? I don't know if the game ends, like, sudden death overtime. I don't know. I have not played overtime personally before. So we can 1-die blitz with him, for sure. We do not have any team rerolls left, though. We don't have anyone with sure feet that can get in there. You're all the way over there. Sure feet does not get you close enough. The only guarantee that we have is that 1-die blitz. I guess we overcommitted. I didn't think about it being a touchback. Like, how is that even a touchback? A touchback is if it goes out of bounds or out the back of the end zone. Why would it be a touchback if it goes over here? Like, that is like some really cryptic bullshit right there in the rule set. Like, how do you ever know that if you're playing this game and you don't know the tabletop rules for this? Like, how would you ever know that is a thing? And it shouldn't be a thing, but it is. So we'll have to make do with what we have here. I mean, I don't want to, but I kind of have to here. I need at least 1 assist to help him with the blitz, and it's the only option that we have. So let's do it. We have no rerolls left. He has to make it. He does at least get that, barely. And now we have a 2-die blitz. If we blitz, do we want to... I don't think we can do it from there. I think we want to do it from here, and then we can push him over there if we just get a push. Unfortunately, I don't have any rerolls left, so this is going to be what we have. Thank God for that. Thank God. Oh my goodness. Now the question is, where do we want the ball to drop off? Because if it goes here and it goes out of bounds, it could drop anywhere. I think we're going to have to take that chance and get him towards the sideline and see where the ball lands. It might land in a good spot for us. Alright, we got a KO, so he's at least out of the game for the rest of the game. Where does the ball land? That's acceptable for us, actually. Very acceptable. At least we have a chance with a pickup. We can throw a pass and get him down there. I think it's the best option for us. So, but if we drop it, we're also in a bad spot. A really bad spot. But I have to do something here. I mean, I have to do something. If the ball stays down there, we are as good as dead. Okay, so let's go over here then. What kind of pass is this? A short pass with a 5+. Let's move closer, see if we can do that. Okay. Can we do it? It's still a 5+. Let's do it again. Okay. What can we get here? 4+. Okay. Yes! Oh, yes! Okay. We're getting the hell out of here. Dodge! Dodge, you mofo! Dodge! Get out of there! Do it! Do it! No! Oh, I wanted to make a little bit of a wall for him. Oh. Like, now 2 of my skink are down here because I was trying to get to the ball in the first place, and now they have a 2-die blitz right straight away. And they knock him down. Okay, well. At least he's not injured here, so I can maybe still get the ball somehow. He failed the pickup, though. That's wonderful. He has only 1 reroll left for that. And he double fails it. He double fails it. Oh. Cats and dogs living in harmony. They actually failed something for once. Okay. So we just need to get you guys somewhere where you can at least be relevant here. I could move them over here to the right side, so that way if they somehow get the ball, then I can slow them down from scoring. But there's so much carnage going on in here. Like, I don't know what this little gang party over here is going on, or like some kind of. My guys are just getting gang blocked here. There's a party going on in here, a blocking party, and everyone's just doing all kinds of stuff over there. We want to avoid the mess that's in the middle. We can't even make any blocks down there that are of any use, except maybe this one. This is a 2-die. I might do that after doing more important things. Forcing a dodge, I mean, it is somewhat risky for them because they don't have any rerolls. Well, they have the built-in dodge reroll, so it's not really relevant, I guess, but you can maybe get over for an assist. You can also maybe get over for an assist. Let's just move you over here for now and make the mini wall that we tried to do last time unsuccessfully. I could have left him there and forced them to do other blocks first before blitzing, but it's all done and over with now, so I'm trying to move you. I think we have to do this, get him in position for a 2-die blitz on him. If it doesn't work, then that's just been our luck today. Oh, that's been our luck today. It's much better to do that and then dodge him out for a blitz, but they failed to pick up with no reroll. They did that first. They shouldn't have done that first. They should have done some other stuff. Like, they just opened the door for us to steal this win. Like, they opened the door for us. Okay, so you can get in. Can you blitz? We can have you do the blitz, actually. That's actually going to be better. Let's get you in for an assist. We're going to do a long-range blitz, and even a push will be good for us. And so I suppose we're just going to stand you up and occupy space if things go terribly wrong. Oh, no. We're going to do this long-range blitz here. I don't know why they tried to pick up first. They don't have a reroll for the pickup. So it would have been a lot better to maybe move some guys around and then maybe make some blocks down here, or even dodging would have been better to surround the ball. So even a push here will end up allowing us to pick up the ball and possibly score. That's all we need. And, you know, what the heck, I'm just going to keep him over there so he's forced to dodge out, and we're not going to follow that. So we just want to keep him next to the ball as much as possible, and if we pick this up, then we win. So it all comes down to this. No reroll, 60% chance of winning right now. Yes! Celebrate good times, come on. Alright, I'm not very good at karaoke. I apologize. I should not be singing right now, but I'm going to sing the praises of Hope of Pahualaxa for being our only hope in this game to just win. He came through. He did it. The diving tackle player that I was ragging on earlier in the episode came through to win us the game. So that is that. And as it turns out, it is sudden death overtime. I didn't know what the overtime rules are like in Blood Bowl. I've never played an overtime before. Not in this game or the first game, so I'd not played an overtime game before. So, yeah, the sudden death basically means that if we do not make that blitz on our end of the field, with that 2-die blitz, knock him down, then they probably win. Because then we wouldn't have had a chance to match their score. It would have been over at that point. So, even though we had the better team, we kind of stole that win. We probably should not have won that game. Even though we were easily the better team, their star player ended up injuring 2 guys early on and badly hurt one of them. We were granted down our +1 movement speed player for this match, so that definitely made it more difficult on our bench to come in and replace injuries, and having that extra movement could have helped out in some of those situations we were in, but I'll take the winnings. The 4 is fine. We don't get any fan factor for an overtime game? What is that madness? I don't know, maybe once you reach a certain fan factor, you can only get it like every other match at some point. I don't know. Maz the Daz got our MVP, so he's very close to leveling up here. I would have liked it if I would appreciate it if our bashing players got some of our star player points, but like their basher gets star player points, but mine doesn't. Come on, game. My skink make up the majority of my team, but it would be nice for one of my MVPs to go to someone else. So Hope of Pahualaxa got a score, and I guess he completed a pass earlier in the match, I think, and we just were unsuccessful scoring it on that possession. So once again, our skink got some star player points. I don't know if we leveled up anybody that time. I don't think that we did, but we won the game, which is the most important thing. Wins count for something. So at least we were able to win in a mirror matchup, but honestly, we shouldn't have won. We were down an important player for this game, but I don't know if we should have actually won that. We were... I wasn't exactly making bad moves, but the moves that we made, the dice were not in our favor. We had lots of dodging attempts that did not work out. And then we had the going for it at near the end of the game, that if we made that, then we would have won in regulation, and that did not work out. So, and then we had opportunities where I think we were trying to just maneuver on through there, but after we were down so many KO'd players and injuries in the first half, it just made it difficult to do anything. And then we had to rely on overtime, because at the end of the second half, we had maybe 3 players, maybe 4 players on the field at the end of the second half, and we just had to hope that they couldn't score. And dumbly enough, they didn't really make a move to try and get in the scoring position for a pass of some kind. That's what I would have done, personally, but I'm not them, so... But yeah, our inflated team value with our skink... some people that are playing competitively might think that it's a mistake to have your skink level up so much, because then you inflate the team value and then you allow them the opportunity to get star players that can do things like injure you with a chainsaw and things like that. But that's just the nature of any bashing team. Your bashing players are not going to score, and so if you want to be able to win the games, then you can't bash everybody to hell. At some point, you're going to have to get your skink involved and score some points there, right? Some teams like Chaos and Orcs, and teams like those that are almost all their players are bashing players, then yeah, you certainly can go for the bash them to hell and leave no one left alive strategy, and maybe give up a touchdown maybe, but you end up getting 2 more from outnumbering them later. I don't know, but we're back to a full team at least for our next match, so that's going to be good. We could also get a Skink as another reserve player. After the last match and seeing our players get KO'd like flies, I think it's actually going to be a good idea. So let's do that now at the end of this episode and get another Skink player. I don't think we can afford... Yeah, we can't afford another Saurus player, but we can get a Skink. And so we have yet another Skink. Again, this might be a bad idea, inflating the team value in such a way with a reserve player that can also get potentially injured. Getting a Saurus and filling out our roster with Saurus players is probably better in the long run, and maybe from a competitive standpoint. But I like our Skink, so I'm just going to go ahead and get one. Axel of the Lake. Axel is such a dude bro type name that I just can't resist it on a Skink. So let's do this. Axel of the Lake. Not Lancelot of the Lake, Axel of the Lake. For anyone that's familiar with the King Arthur setting, Sir Lancelot from that setting is generally referred to, I guess in some forms of the stories and literature and whatnot, he is called Lancelot of the Lake, I think, to refer to some bits of backstory that I'm not privy to, but that's like his sort of title type name or nickname or whatever you want to call it. Let's go with this look for you. Welcome to the team, Axel of the Lake. May many touchdowns be in your future. So honestly, that last match, Hope of Pahualaxa probably should have been our MVP for what he did at the very end, but it was, you know, the random number generator did not see it that way, so that's just the way it is. Oops, I don't want to do that. I don't know why you have to click switch player to switch the players. It'd be kind of nice if there were, like, you could right click to move them around or drag click around like this with your mouse click. But yeah, alright, so let's switch players now. So we are kind of winding down here. We're kind of at the end of the episode at this point. And so we're just going to get our players into order here and restore order to the roster layout here. Alright, all of our Skink are up here now, and we have 2 more roster spots, which we can fill out with Saurus players in the future. We just wanted 1 extra guy in here to fill out our bench, so now that we have 3 bench players, now hopefully if we have KOs happen in our next match, then hopefully losing players won't be as much of a factor as it was there when we had only 12. So for that match. And our next opponent, oh, an ogre team, lovely. Well, this is actually not very bad for us. They have 4 ogres, which are big and mean burly dudes. But then the rest of their roster is a bunch of small guys, which is going to be good for us, honestly. They have a +1 movement nobbler. Okay. So let's see what abilities these guys have. Dodge, right stuff. So it can be thrown by the ogres, essentially. It's like a long-range passing type play. It's a go-for-broke kind of strategy that teams like the ogres or the halfling team might use to try and steal wins or get scores that they otherwise probably should not have had, honestly. But the Nobblars, they have such a low armor value that going for the right stuff play of tossing them across the field doesn't usually work out that well, because if they fall down and being stunty and low armor value basically means that they're probably getting hurt and it's not going to be good for them. What's Twitchy, or what does Titchy do? Player may add 1 to any dodge roll he attempts. While opponents do have to dodge to leave any of Titchy players' tackle zones, they do not exert -1 modifier. When opponents... Alright, so Titchy isn't too big of a deal, or doesn't really affect our match, because I think if you have Stunty, then Titchy doesn't really matter for your dodging player, I think. So our stunty dodging players aren't going to benefit from Tichy. It would help someone else, like... It would help elf teams a lot more for this. So if an elf team is going up against an ogre team, then they can not worry about these guys affecting their dodging attempts. So, but for us, that's not going to matter because stunty kind of makes this irrelevant for dodging. I thought the right stuff might give you something else, but I guess I was probably thinking of Nerves of Steel, I guess. Nerves of Steel affects like catching and passing and stuff like that, so. And then they also have Sidestep, but I'm not sure if that's going to be that relevant because we can easily get a we can easily get a 3-die blitz on them. Maybe even a 4-die if we use our 5-strength player and we just surround him and make sure that that guy goes down. And then what other skills do they have? They have Catch on several of their guys. So with Catch, like, they have Stunty, so obviously passing is going to be a bit more difficult for them, so I don't know if they want 3 players with Catch. But, you know, that's just me. They all come with Sidestep, or not Sidestep. They do come with Sidestep, alright. So they all come built in with Sidestep for the Noblars, so I guess that would be what they would usually take if they level up. But something else, like maybe Sure Feet to allow them to go for it with their low movement speed, might allow them to at least do something with that. I mean, the Ogres are definitely strong, and they have several of them have leveled up here, so let's take a look at what they have. Guard and Break Tackle, okay, so this Ogre is going to be able to dodge out of tackle zones a bit better. He is a bonehead, however, so they're all boneheads, so they have to worry about not doing certain kinds of actions. You have Guard. So they have 3 players of Guard, so it's going to make the middle of the field a bit more difficult to deal with. And he has Break Tackle, so he could potentially get out of the scrum. However, it's only for 1 dodging attempt. You can't do it for more than 1 each turn. So he could dodge out of 1 square. So we keep him surrounded enough to where he'd be forced into 2 dodge rules to get out. Then Break Tackle wouldn't come into play because it only affects dodging once. Okay, so that's going to be an interesting matchup. I've not played against the Ogre team before. I have not seen the Ogre team played much in the Let's Playing footage I've seen from people as far as multiplayer play against other players like PvP. In competitive type play, I don't see Ogres brought up as a competitive team. So this will be a first time for everything thing. So we played our overtime game last time. Let's hope that we don't have to go through that again and having to wait until the last minute to be able to win. I hope you all join me for next time. This was definitely a close game that we played this time around, but you're going to have some of those, you know, and I think it's better that we were in a tournament, so the stakes were really high. We almost didn't win there on several occasions. If we didn't make that blitz at the start of overtime, when we were unfortunate with the ball bouncing around everywhere into their hands, then, you know, the match would have been over right there and then, but the audience definitely got their money's worth with that game, at least. So at least we gave everyone a good show in the stadium, and hopefully we gave a good show for everyone on YouTube to see what a very close match looks like, and how sometimes the dice roll where they may. And that's just Blood Bowl for you. So I'm hoping that we get to go ahead and have a good time against the Ogre team, and I hope you all will join me next time for our next episode in Round 4 of the Chaos Cup with my Lizardman team, the Sea of Red. I hope you all take care and have a wonderful day.